Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Tuesday, October 24th, 2017, and I am Kayleigh Williams. Today's stories include Tarleton's 2017 bonfire, a new restaurant coming to Stephenville, and more coming up on Texan TV. In campus news, we are in the midst of homecoming week here at Tarleton State University. One of Tarleton's beloved traditions is the LV Risinger Memorial Bonfire. In previous years, the Plowboys have taken the lead in building the bonfire, but this year, any Tarleton student had the option to volunteer to help build the bonfire. We now turn to the student director of the bonfire, Ansley Jenkins, for more on this story.
Hello, my name is Ansley Jenkins, and I am the 2017 student director of the bonfire. I just wanted to let y'all know a few things about the bonfire this year. So this year's stack is just like any other stack in past years. We did not do anything different. It was student built and student led. The stack is 75 feet wide with 50 feet high. For our student volunteers, we have had about 150 consistent volunteers throughout the weeks. And I did some math before I got here, and we have put in about 3,000 hours for this whole project. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please come out to the 2017 bonfire on Friday. We will be kicking off at 6 p.m. And also don't forget to participate in all this week's events. Thanks.
Also in campus news, the Texas A&M University Board of Regents meeting was interrupted by a passionate PETA protester. We now turn to Quinicia Frazier for more on this story.
It was only about 15 minutes into the Texas A&M Board of Regents meeting when this protester was taken out of the ballroom. Members of PETA were silently protesting Texas A&M's muscular dystrophy tests on dogs.
Texas A&M currently has a dog lab where dogs are suffering immensely. They're deliberately bred to have muscular dystrophy. They struggle to eat, walk, even breathe. They're forced to live in barren metal kennels on slatted floors. And so this is just an activist who is really passionate about this cause, and we're calling on the UT Board of Regents to shut the dog labs down.
Tarleton's Police Chief Matt Welch said he was expecting some type of interruption to the meeting.
We thought it might happen. That's why we had several officers in there, because it's happened in the past. So, the sad thing is I met with one of the PETA protesters ahead of time, and I asked him, I said, it's all we're going to do is hold our signs up. That's all we're going to do, be quiet. And I told him, I said, great. I said, I don't want to, see anybody have to go to jail. And I gave them advance warning about what might happen. And obviously there were, at least the one person I spoke to, I asked her to just tell all her friends. And whether she communicated that or not, I don't know.
Samuel Campos ended up being arrested for a Class A misdemeanor, but was later released on bond.
Shut the dog lab down now!
Quinicia Frazier, Texan TV.
Shut the dog lab down now!
In local news, Panda Express is scheduled to come to Stephenville in the spring. Jeremy Allen, Deputy City Administrator, said the company has purchased property on Washington Street next to Pasta Fina and will close the purchase next week. The building permit has been paid and the construction bid has been completed. Groundbreaking should begin in the next few weeks. Allen said as soon as they turn ground, it will be 120 days until they open. In a phone call to Panda's corporate office, a guest relations representative confirmed that the new location is set to be built and that the store is set to open on March 22, 2018. And now, today's Texas national and international news from the Associated Press. In state news, Richardson police say they found the body of a small child in a culvert not far from the home of a 3-year-old girl who went missing earlier this month. Sharon Matthews went missing over the weekend of October 6th when her father allegedly made her stand outside in the middle of the night as punishment for not drinking her milk. Father, Wesley Matthews, told authorities he ordered the child to stand next to a tree behind the fence at their home around 3 a.m. on October 7th as punishment for not drinking her milk, and she went missing. He is charged with child endangerment. Police say the body hasn't been positively identified, but that they have no reason to believe it's a different child. No details have been released on how the child died. Texan TV will report more updates as we have them. In national news, we turn to the AP News Minute for top national stories.
This is AP News Minute. The U.S. military's top general is asking for patience while the deaths of 4 American soldiers in Niger is investigated. Joint Chiefs Chairman General Joseph Dunford says the troops didn't call for help until an hour after their first contact with the Islamic militants who ambushed them. The U.S. ambassador to the Philippines says American forces in that country helped to defeat Islamic militants there who had seized the city for 5 months. The ambassador says a small U.S. contingent shared intelligence and provided technical advice and equipment. Opening statements began in the trial of a Mexican national accused of shooting a woman to death in San Francisco. Suspect Jose Inez Garcia Zarate had been deported 5 times. And severe storms struck both North and South Carolina, leaving tens of thousands of homes and businesses without power. Matt Small, The Associated Press, with AP News Minute.
In international news, London Mayor Sadiq Khan has established a toxicity charge on older vehicles in efforts to resolve the city's notorious pollution problem that is responsible for thousands of premature deaths in London this year. The so-called T-charge is directed at older car models that have been registered before the city raised its emission standards. This tax will primarily affect vehicles registered in 2006 and some registered as late as 2008. Cars will be fined £10 or $13.50 each time they enter central London, and in addition to an £11.5 congestion charge. Khan says the T-charge will encourage motorists to ditch polluting, more harmful vehicles. The T-charge went into effect as of yesterday. In sports, from AP News, Dallas Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott will play at least one more game before another ruling from a federal judge on his 6-game suspension over domestic violence allegations. U.S. District Judge Catherine Polk-Fela, in an order posted Monday, turned down the NFL's request for an expedited hearing on a preliminary injunction. She set one for October 30th, a day after the Cowboys visit Washington. The 22-year-old Elliott was suspended in August by Commissioner Roger Goodell after the league concluded following a year-long investigation that he had several physical confrontations in the summer of 2016 with Tiffany Thompson, his girlfriend at the time. Prosecutors in Ohio declined to pursue the case, citing conflicting evidence. This is an ongoing case, and we will provide more updates as we have them. And now for the weather, we turn to Nicolette Howe.
According to the National Weather Service, today will be sunny with a high of 71 and a low of 43, with winds coming from the northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour, with potential gusts of 25 miles per hour. Back to you, Kayleigh.
This has been a production of Texan TV News, a product of the Texan News Service from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas. Watch us live on Apogee Channel 2.1 in the dorms at 12:30 weekdays. If you live off campus, tune in on Northland Cable Channel 9. You can follow the Texan News Service on Facebook and Twitter, and check out our website at www.texannews.net for all of your latest local, state, national, and international news. Today's broadcast was produced by Logan Allen, Emily Cowart, Ashley Inge, Nicolette Howe, and Kayleigh Williams. Have a wonderful day, Texans.